Question and answer on weather, climate and adaptations of animal to climate. Name the elements that determine the weather of a place. So weather means temperature, the humidity, the rainfall. Humidity means the content of water vapor. The rainfall is precipitation, the wind, then the air pressure. These all are the elements of the weather. What are the maximum and minimum temperature likely to occur during the day? So in the afternoon, maximum temperature you will record, and in the minimum, early morning. So the maximum temperature generally in afternoons, say 12 to 2 o'clock, rather 12 to 3 o'clock I must say, and the minimum temperature from night 2 to morning 5. The average weather taken over a long time is called climate. The place receives very little rainfall and the temperature is high throughout the year. The climate of that place will be, the answer here is hot and dry, because it is not receiving much rainfall and temperature is also quite high. The two regions of earth with extreme climatic conditions are the tropical region and the polar region. The tropical and polar region. Indicate the type of climate in these areas. Jammu and Kashmir. See, Jammu and Kashmir, if you can draw. So this is where Jammu Kashmir is. This is where Kerala lies. This area. So it is near sea, and the sea coast is from this point to this point. So this is all sea. Then Rajasthan is here, right? Northeast India is this point. So Jammu and Kashmir, it is moderately hot, not very hot. It has wet climate also because it rains. But in winter, it's extremely cold, very cold. Not as cold as the upper part of the latitudes, but still very cold. Kerala, very hot and wet as it's a coastal region. This is all coast. Rajasthan, because this area is very near, or you can say the latitude where it lies, it is hot and dry. Temperature is high during most part of the year, and but one thing is there, the winter time, at least for a few months, the temperature at night becomes very low, very low. It goes up to -5, and this region receives very less or little rainfall. Now Northeast India, this is very wet because it receives lot of rain in the major part of the year. One place is called Cherrapunji, and this is known for non-stop rain throughout the year. Now the things have changed, but once upon a time, the rain never stops there. Which of the two changes frequently, weather or climate? See, weather is that thing which change frequently. You say, I have a cold because the weather is changing. You don't say the climate is changing, because climate is a combination of all these, temperature, humidity, and then it makes a proper climate. Following are some of the characteristics of animal. These are the characteristics of animal, and for which characteristic indicate whether it is adaptation for tropical rainforest or polar region. So you just have to tell that in polar region what is expected and what should be there, and you need to relate it with the polar region. And tropical rainforest, you need to see all these 10 options and fit in tropical rainforest of polar region. One more thing is being asked is, do you think that some of these characteristics can be adapted for both regions? So we'll answer it like this. The tropical rainforest, the diet is heavy on fruits, the voices are louder, there are sticky pads on the feet, they have bright colors, they have very strong nails and large and long beaks they have. In the polar region, because it's quite cold there, they have white fur. They need to migrate because of the excessive cold. There is no provision of food at that time. Then if you talk about bear or any animal in severe cold, so they have a fat layer of fat under skin which acts as a insulator. Then wide and large paws they have. And the last question which is being asked, means last part, you can answer that yes, different characteristics can be adapted for different regions. In tropical rainforest, or the tropical rainforest has large population of animals. Explain why it is so. Wherever there is a population, means if you go to Delhi, Mumbai, Toronto or Tokyo or New York, you see the people are there. Too many people are there. Why? Because the condition are inclusive, the condition are conducive to live, to earn. This is also true with animals. You will find the population of animals where they have a chance of living, getting food and reproduction. So a tropical forest or rainforest, days and nights are almost equal in length. The temperature of these region varies from 15 degree to 40 degree centigrade, which is bearable. It doesn't go like minus 5 degree, 5 degree, or it doesn't shoot up to say 50 or 60 degrees centigrade. And also the rainfall is quite good. And because we have warmth and rain, therefore we have wide variety of flora and fauna here, plants and animals. And the climatic condition in rainforests are highly suitable for supporting an enormous number and a variety of animals. Explain with example why we find animals of certain kind living in particular climatic condition. You will not find bear, the polar bear, in Rajasthan or say even in New Delhi, because there is a proper climatic condition for which the animal has adapted. You will not find a penguin in say Saudi Arabia. So animals are adapted to the condition in which they live. This is very important line. They are adapted to condition in which they live. And this adaptation is not just 1 or 2 days. It has evolved. It has a long history, means it is a long process of evolution that has taken up. So if they are moved to any climatic condition which is not conducive for their habitat or for living or for any temperature or any other condition, they will not be able to live. For example, a polar bear has thick layer of fat under their skin, and these are acting as an insulator. They are protecting them from extreme climb cold at the polar region. But if you move polar bear to hot and dry desert region, they will not be able to survive. Also, monkeys have long tails for grasping branches, which is adapted specifically for tropical rainforest. If you talk about polar region, they don't have that much of tree or branches or that much of food, so they will not be able to survive. How do elephant living in the tropical rainforest adapt itself? See, every living being adapts itself to the condition. So the animal also, whatever size it is, we are talking about elephant here. So it has adapted, the elephant has adapted to the condition of rainforest in various ways, remarkable ways I must say. It uses its trunk as a nose which is having a very strong sense of smell, and they can pick their food from this trunk, and tusks are modified teeth they have. So these can tear the bark of trees that elephant would love to eat. So the elephant is able to handle the competition for food rather well, and they have very large ears, so they can very feeble or soft sound also they can hear, and they also have these ears to keep them cool, because they are very big and they give a lot of air, and they could keep them cool in the hot and humid climate in the rainforest. So this is how the ears, the teeth, the trunk, they work for elephants. A carnivore with stripes on its body move very fast while catching its prey. It is likely to be found in tropical rainforest. This will be the answer. Which feature adapt polar bears to live in extremely cold climate? Um, which one of this will be correct? This one? A white fur, fat below skin, keen sense of smell, all these will make is making polar bears to live in extremely cold climate. Which option best describes a tropical region? Tropical region, it's hot and humid tropical region. These are